get a boomer. What a game. What a freaking game. Bedlam. Thank God that is over. Woo! If that wasn't one of the most craziest games all season, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God, I'm just glad we got out of there with a W, because I don't know how many times the referees or our team almost gave that game away. Wow, what a freaking game. Let me just take a minute and check my pulse real quick. I don't know about y'all, but that game was nerve-wracking. I mean, emotions up and down. 1 minute screaming at the top of my lungs, the next feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm so pissed off at the defense. I mean, it was just all over the place. What a game though, what can I say? We got out of there with the W, thank God for Baker Mayfield. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm just thankful every morning that Baker Mayfield is suiting up for the Oklahoma Sooners and not anybody else. I would hate to have to face Baker Mayfield. I am so thankful that God, in his divine thinking, managed to put Baker Mayfield at the University of Oklahoma. If he has not proven that he should be the front runner for the Heisman Trophy, I don't know what else this kid can do. I mean, he is just amazing. Threw for 598 yards, 2 yards shy from throwing 600 yards. He is 13-0 on the road. I mean, I've never watched anyone suit up and put on a uniform for the University of Oklahoma and play and just literally magic.
Ho, 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 it's magic. You know, never believe it's not so.
Anytime we are down, yeah, it's nerve-wracking, but at the same time, you know how you just get that feeling that you're never completely out of the game? There's never been a game where you just feel like we're just completely out of it. When Baker Mayfield's on the field, you just know that he could drive you down the field and get you a touchdown. I know that a lot of you guys, like me, towards the end of the game, I believe there was like, I want to say 4 or 5 minutes left to go in the game, and Baker Mayfield threw that interception at the goal line, and they took it back about 30 yards, and I literally had a sinking feeling like, okay, if they run this ball all the way down to 30 seconds and then kick the field goal or score the touchdown, this game's over. And then we intercepted the ball, and that atrocious, they got to do something about this rule. If they do not do something about this targeting rule, for players who cannot change their, they can't change the fact that they're already in the air and try to think about, oh, I'm not going to hit this player in the head. They're trying to make a play. And Will Johnson now has to miss the first half of one of our biggest games, TCU, next week because of a targeting penalty that shouldn't have been called. Period, point blank. It shouldn't have been called. That's not targeting in my eyes. Targeting, to me, is when you purposely go at somebody's head and you're trying to hurt them. Or you see the ball go, see the ball be dropped, and then you still trying to make a play on the defenseless receiver. Now, to me, that's targeting. But what Will Johnson did was not. But that's neither here nor there. He's gonna have to miss the first half of the game. So hopefully we can have some players step up, just like Trey Norwood and Trey Brown had to do, because for some reason Jordan Thomas and Parnell Motley were just not getting the job done. For those of you who have been watching every game, you've noticed that for some reason Jordan Thomas just has not played to the capability we believe that he should be playing to, especially as a senior. In my opinion, I don't think that Jordan Thomas will get drafted. But I've said that about a lot of, or I've thought that about a lot of defenders that we have had at the University of Oklahoma. So, I mean, I guess it's just up to those teams. But to me, I just don't see how, after watching him play again on Saturday, to me, I feel like he's just getting worse. They did a segment on him on Soonersports.com where he was talking about, you know, going out fishing with one of his best friends who's a backup kicker. I think he's spending too much time fishing, in my opinion, because he's not spending enough time studying or getting better, because he's just getting worse. And I feel like it's rubbing off on Parnell Motley. But thank God for Trey Norwood and Trey Brown. Norwood didn't do a whole lot better, but you gotta give him credit. He's a true freshman, and did no worse. But on that secondary, we just gotta get better. Another thing with our defensive line is the heart of the defense, and for some reason, we're not getting any pressure. It's not that they can't get any pressure. It's that Obo and Caleb Kelly are going back in coverage. Instead of using them where their talents would be shown even more and getting pressure, we're having them come back in coverage. So that falls on the shoulders strictly of Mike Stoops. Mike, we need you to get this secondary figured out. We need you to get this defense figured out, because we're not going to sit up here and be able to go through shootouts with teams in the SEC or even a TCU. Say we make it to the playoffs and we have to play a Clemson, or we have to play an Alabama or Georgia, or so be it. If we get knocked off the field, 3 and out, okay, and their offense is on the field and we can't stop them, we can't afford to get into a shootout. We're going to get killed. So we need our defense to step up. Our offense is championship caliber by far. They're the ones who are carrying our team. Baker Mayfield, Marquise Hollywood Brown. What a freaking game. Where did he come from? Junior transfer from Hollywood, Florida. Unbelievable game, buddy. Unbelievable freaking game. Offense, they're doing what they're supposed to do. Although, let me say this, that game could have went a lot different had they, that call where we could have went 10-0. They would have went up 10 points on us. I believe it was Abdul Adams who couldn't keep control of the ball, and they said that was incomplete. It could have went either way. In my opinion, he didn't have control of the ball, but you could look at me as being biased, whatever. Either way, that game could have completely went different. We've got to get it figured out. These sluggish starts, we've got to start out fast. No mistakes, no penalties. Let's get it cleaned up, guys, because this is it. I mean, we're down to the wire right now. We've got to get it cleaned up and figured out on all sides of the ball. No mistakes. We can't afford mistakes like that anymore, because eventually we're not going to be able to crawl out of those holes. So we need to get it figured out. Next week, we've got TCU coming to Norman. Hopefully, we've got the defense hitting on all cylinders, offense hitting on all cylinders. Jordan Thomas and Parnell Motley gotta get it. We gotta get it figured out. We have to get it figured out. I don't know what else to say. The team played amazing. Offensively, we played amazing. Defensive front line, linebackers were making plays when they had to make plays, when they were allowed to make plays. Obo was in there. Caleb was in there. We just got to get our schemes figured out. Cornerbacks they've got to be able to cover somebody. You have got to be able to cover people 10 times better than what that was. Our true freshmen are going to have to come out there and save us once again. I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy with that win. What a great win. What a great game. One of the biggest, best games I've watched in a long time. My girlfriend, let me say this before I leave. My girlfriend has never watched a complete Oklahoma Sooners game, ever. She watched the complete game and was cheering and clapping and going nuts. And mind you, my girlfriend hates football. She only watches it because of me. She has no choice. But she was going nuts, okay? So let me tell you, if that wasn't one of the most exciting games, that's proof in itself that it was an exciting game. For her to be acting like that, I was kind of shocked. I was like, I feel she was losing her voice, yelling more than me. And it was awesome, you guys. I'm so excited for this game coming up next week, though. That game's over. On to the next one. TCU coming to Norman. Can't wait. So pumped. Let's get it done, Sooners. We're doing one thing right, and that's winning. Winning games. That's what we have to do to get to the college football playoffs. That's what we have to do to get to the national championship. let's just get it. Let's just do it better. Let's just do it better. We're better than this. We're better than what we've shown everybody. So that means a lot, and that should say something to you guys. Let's get it done. Boomer Sooner, baby.
Ho, ho, ho.